This is a book by a restaurateur who took a restaurant called 11 Madison Park in New York from number 50 in the world to number 1 in the world. He told a story which I thought was really fascinating. So he's number 50 in the world. He takes his top team, he takes them to the best restaurant in the world. There's some annual restaurant awards where they give you the top 50 ranking. Unsurprisingly, the best restaurant in the world was very, very good. All his companions were sitting there going, cool, they do that really well. We should do that. We should fold our napkins so they look like a swan, or whatever it is they were doing. Oh, we should copy that. Oh, look, I like the way they do this. Just at the end of the meal, Gadara said, I'm not interested in any of the things they do well, because if we do those things well as well, nobody will notice. You must know this. You go and stay in hotels and they go, we've had a recent upgrade refurbishment program where we've spent $400,000 per room. You go, to make it look like every other hotel room I've ever stayed in, okay? It's the weird stuff we notice. So this guy clearly spotted this and he said, I'm not interested in any of the things they did well. What I want to know is, what do they do badly? What was a bit disappointing? And it came down to two things. The coffee was just meh. And the other thing was that 3 or 4 of the party were beer drinkers. If anybody else here drinks beer in restaurants, I do a lot, okay? You get treated as a second-class citizen to the wine drinkers, don't you? They're farting around over the wine drinkers and refilling their glasses and bringing them a new bottle and talking about the fucking terroir, right? And they go, we got Carlsberg. And then you try and get a refill as a beer drinker, and frankly, they sneer at you. So this guy immediately goes back to his restaurant and says, I'm not interested in all the things they did well. So he appointed one guy from one waiter who was a coffee nut. He made him the coffee sommelier and said, your job is to have the best coffee experience. And the guy in the kitchens who was obsessed with craft ales, he said, you're the beer sommelier. So if people said, what have you got in the way of beers? They were expecting him to say, we've got this on draft. And instead, the guy would come with a beer list and talk about food pairings. If you're having fish, why not try this citrus IPA? What's brilliant about that is beer people are just used. They're just acclimatized to being treated like shit in high-end restaurants, okay? And if somebody finally respects them and takes them seriously, it's an absolute mental breakthrough. I call this reverse benchmarking. What other people do really badly and try and just do 2 or 3 things extraordinarily